Hello, I have returned, and so it is time to get back to the grand looting that will be occurring now. So I have taken this fight, don't mind the giant pools of blood, there were reasons for everything, and I now have an entire room to loot, along with everything that is in it. I have looted this little section here, as far as I know. But there's still so much more looting to do. And a crafting Bible to read, apparently. Come on, some of these. Okay, empty. But yeah, there are so many piles to be checked. And most of them will be empty, but the fact of the matter is if I have a lucky find chance, so every time I look at one of these piles, it has a chance to go off. Can't reach. Okay, fine. I'll just loot this carrion beetle of its leg. I think that's everything up here. Wait. Hold on, something lit up here. Could have sworn I saw something light up down here, but apparently not. Alright, let's check out this. Nope. Oh goody, an eyeball. Okay, empty. Empty. There were two in here, weren't there? Nope, nope, there only seems to be one. Alright. Oh, so many disgusting things. Oh, see, there goes Lucky Charm. An unidentified two-handed sword. Uh-huh. Well, that's going to be sale bait because nobody in this group uses a two-handed sword. And I'm not going to be respecking anybody to do so either. Not that I can respec yet, but you know. By the time I could respec, it's going to be several levels in the future. Okay. That's empty, that's empty. Empty bottle over to the prince. A skull. Nope. Come on. Nothing. Got that one. I feel like there ought to be another one in this pile, but apparently not. Empty. Empty. Now that I come to think of it, how did Medak get past all the traps? He seemed to be just a... Well, he was kind of magical now that I think about it. Okay. Well, I do believe we have everything that was possible to get from in here. Let's read the crafting Bible. This veritable tome of knowledge teaches you a plethora of handy adventuring recipes. 5 new recipes learned. And identify that sword. Ravager. Nice sword. Nobody's going to use it. So I'm going to send this to the Red Prince and send this to the Red Prince. They're sailbait now. Sort. And we did good. Alright. Save. And out we go. Let's go tell the dragon we did a good thing. Because it's always good to have dragons as your friends. Slain, how are ya? Hi, hello. I made it. The others are having a bit of a difficulty, though.
You see a glimmer of hope flicker across Slane's eyes as he notices your approach. It's quickly doused with a practiced scowl of the oft disappointed.
Oh, Slade.
Have you brought it? Or am I to remain a slave?
Offer Rebecca's purging wand to Slane. Tell Slane you've changed your mind. You want to keep Rebecca's purging wand. Or ignore him. You're in no mood to get into this now. No. This is what I came here for. Here, have it. I stole it off of her before she even died, but she's also dead.
Slane rears back in eagerness, grasping the purging wand with razor-sharp claws. Before your eyes, the source from within the wand surges into his draconic form, filling him with a light so bright that you must shield your eyes from the glare.
Oh, it's glorious.
The blazing brightness dies down. Squinting, you now see no dragon before you, but the figure of a handsome lizard. A handsome lizard with the same eyes as Slane.
Hi.
His eyes still blaze, a piercing silver. A triumphant smile dominates his face as he bows extravagantly before you.
Hello.
Slave. At your service.
Marvel at his changed form. Is he a lizard or a dragon? Remark upon his sterling eyes. They are unlike any you've seen. Oh, no. I don't care if he's a dragon. He just looks like a lizard right now. Yes, sir, your eyes. They're amazing.
All like me have such eyes. With them, I see spirits. Not a blessing in this haunted island. You are lucky not to see the desperation that lies before you.
Okay. Tell him you are happy to aid him. No one should remain falsely imprisoned. Say you faced great peril in helping him. You hope a powerful dragon knight like himself might prove a worthy ally. Or say you met that awful witch Rebecca. Watching her die was your pleasure. No one should remain falsely imprisoned.
If everyone thought like you, this vile place would be little more than a sunny island. Perhaps before we're done, we can return it to such a state.
I mean, maybe.
Knowing such a steadfast and noble soul offers help to those in need gives me great comfort. I'd like to offer you the same.
Well, if you could make it a little less cold, I think everybody in the party would be happy.
When you are truly at a loss, when you have no choice but to back down and perish, you will find safety in my shadow. This, I promise.
That's a good promise. Thank him and wish him well. Ask what he plans to do now. Ask how he'll know when you need him. What do you plan to do now, Slain?
This is an island of many mysteries, of many horrors. I'll learn what I can. Perhaps there is some possible reprieve for the souls who suffer here.
I mean, it's possible.
Slain smiles at you and turns to leave. He takes no more than a few steps before he shimmers out of lizard form, blurring in midair back into a majestic dragon that soars away.
I did a good thing. Don't mind me while I watch that animation. It's a pity it's grayed out, but... Alright, choose the reward. We have smart leggings, which are intelligence pants with constitution and HP. Splendid tunic, which is a finesse top with strength and arrow thurge. Interesting. Bruiser, which is a one-handed mace that puts strength and bleeding. Interesting. And Death Dealer, which is a two-handed axe with strength and lifesteal. But once again, nobody in this party uses two-handed, so it's not a very good prospect. So I would say it's either Bruiser or the Splendid Tunic. That's a difficult one, really. I think I'm gonna take Bruiser here, maybe. I wish I could look at my other characters so I could compare it. I wish I knew whether or not this was better than the prince's current weapon. You know what? I'm gonna take the tunic because I know it's better than what I've got on. I hope I haven't chosen poorly. Okay. That's odd. Wasn't there supposed to be money in there? I don't see it in my bag. Empty. That's the source collars. I could have sworn that there... Oh, there it is. Send that to the Red Prince. The Splendid Tunic. Let's manage some rune. We have a flame rune for fire resistance, or a rock rune for earth resistance. You know, I'm gonna take the fire resistance. Okay, put that on. And let's just pull this down here where I can see it. I'm just going to put this in the hole for now, just to make things easier on myself. Ifan. Is this better than Shadow's Eye? Probably not. Oh, it is a little bit better than Shadow's Eye. But is it better when we count the piercing damage? I don't think it is. Although the setting suffocating is very interesting. I'm going to send this over to Ifan anyway. And also, Ifan, is this... Huh. You know, I think the water resistance is better than having the point in Hydrosophist for him. He doesn't have any water spells, and I'm probably not going to give him any. So let's give him the water resistance instead. Okay, and I will keep the smoke grenade. Okay, looking good. Sort. Alright. We have done good things this day, my gentlemen. My reverse harem. Let's see here. Dragon's Way. Free the dragon. We came across a captured dragon chained to a stake. If we could free it, it might fly us away from the island. It did not. Slain is in fact an ancient dragon knight. We cured him and he promised to help us when the time comes. Alright, free the winter dragon. The winter dragon is invulnerable. Whoever captured it must want it alive. Alone on the sand, Slain the winter dragon was rotting in chains. Slain is now free, but he seems unwell. The witch Rebecca purged Slain. Her purging wand may free him. Rebecca is dead. We should take the purging wand from her corpse. Actually, I'd already taken the purging wand, which is the hilarious part, but... We gave Rebecca's purging wand to Slain, and he transformed into a lizard. And look for Slain's help when the moment comes. In return, Slain promised to help us in our hour of need. Shriekers. We gave Rebecca's purging wand to Slain. We'll need to replace it. Yeah. Artifacts of the Tyrant. Well, there's still one more piece. The Burning Pigs. One of the pigs prays to Amadia, but it needs a shrine in order for its prayer to be heard. That's the stage that we're on. So we met some burning pigs out in the swamp. An old warder confronting us for interfering with the pigs. We blessed the pigs and it fled. Fought the pig's warder. The pigs we blessed fled into the wilderness. They'll be hard to miss. One of the pigs fled... So we need to go back to Amadia. We went along with Beast's thing. Escaped the Magisters. Beast carries papers warning of Operation Downfall. The Driftwood criminal Lohar may be involved. We escaped Fort Joy without using the key. Good for us. The key? What key? Rise of the Dwarves. In the recent past, Queen Justinia successfully suppressed a rebellion, but the Dwarven kingdom is still riven with internal strife. When Justinia succeeded Queen Laura, tensions rose. Knowing unity would strengthen the kingdom, the new queen ruthlessly crushed dissent. Signs of resistance. We came across a crucifixion. This was the fate of some of the Seekers. And the Magister Crusade. The Magisters are pillaging Reaper's Eye artifacts from the days of the mad old Source King, Brachus Rex. Yeah. We have been busy tonight. And there's still more to do. Because there's everything that is going on here. So, what we want to do is go southwest-ish? So, this way. Is there a way up over here? No. Or yes. Yes, okay. It didn't look like it reached the ground, but it did. Okay, now there's this whole mess. Speaking of things I don't remember. Dead adventurer. A log and a tormented soul, which we will both be taking. Okay, log. Read. This heavily damaged tome appears to be the travel log of an adventurer. Burns! We're still hunting, though. I won't stop until I find his greatest treasures. Those gauntlets will be mine. It'll be easy to take my share of the gold with that kind of power in my hands. Now I just need to track down that damn tyrant's tower. Uh-huh. A hunger from beyond. Well, 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 what do we have here? Collect the full set of the Devourer armor. We found the diary of a long-dead adventurer. He was after the gauntlets of the Devourer, supposedly hidden in the Tower of Brachus Rex. That doesn't seem safe.
The stone gargoyle trains glistening agate eyes upon you. Its jaws creak open, raining dust as it begins.
One moment. I'm sorry to cut the guy off, but I want to get a save in, so... So, its jaws creak open, raining dust as it begins to speak.
You are not Brachus Rex.
Lie. Of course you are. Admit you aren't, but ask if you may enter here anyway. Show the gargoyle the ring of the Source King, or take your leave. No, show him the ring.
Welcome home, Master.
Thank you. So here we are in this very foolish place. You know what? Let's go around the outside a little here. Now, if we hadn't had the ring, we would have had to go through the whole maze. But thankfully, due to the ring, we didn't have to. It may yet be worth it, a little, but... Jim Fred with a crumbling skull. This crumbling skull contains the whispers of an ancient tortured soul. The soul can open a door in the maze, but perish in the process. Thank you. Basically, at some point, I do want to deal with all that's going on in here. But I don't necessarily want to do it before dealing with what's in the tower. So we're just gonna take a little... Wait a minute. Wait, what? Wait a minute. Skeletal cat. Why is there the body of a cat out there? Hold on, I'm going to have to do some things. Hup. Well, it's an empty body. Oh. Yeah, that's not omnimnious at all. Is this really the door that I want to open? I don't think it is. You know what? I'm a thiefy type. Let's Threads of a Curse. Oh, that's new. Let's see. Look for a way to deactivate the barrier. There's an ornate chest by the water, surrounded by a stone circle and a powerful barrier. Ah, so there is.
A purple barrier hums as you approach, sealing a chest inside a circle of ancient stones.
Place your hands on the stones. Scholar, there are strange symbols on these stones. Inspect them. Mystic, there's a song in this hum. Listen carefully to it, or take your leave from the circle. Inspect the symbols?
The symbols will curse anyone that dares near. This chest cannot open unless the magic is dispelled.
Interesting.
Sand spills through the cracks of the old stone circle, like an hourglass without end.
There's a song in this hum. Listen carefully to it.
These are the dissonant notes of a curse. If you wish to open the chest, the barrier must be destroyed first.
How does one dispel a curse? Perhaps with a blessing? Let's see. You know, before doing that, let's just take a moment.
The lid flies open with a metallic squeal. A one-armed skeleton clad in a pristine coat unfolds himself from inside the chest.
You have chosen a very odd place to take a nap, man.
He rolls his neck, aligning spine and skull in a long, crackling course.
Speak.
Ask his name. Ask who trapped him in the chest. Ready your weapon. I don't believe we've made each other's acquaintance. Who might you be?
Captain Sex Zapper, slaver of the seas, servant of the Source King.
Oh goody, a slaver. Great.
Thank you for your help, do I? Now, I'll thank you for your life.
Wits persuasion. Bid him wait. You have his soul jar. You'll trade it for his coat. Finesse persuasion. Toss his soul jar from hand to hand. He's in no position to be making threats. Memory persuasion. Say things have changed since he's been in that chest. There's much you could tell him. Intelligence persuasion. Say you could provide help. Vengeance against he who trapped him in the chest. Or strength persuasion. Dare him to try and take it. Well, being as I am a rogue, I'm going to attempt finesse. My persuasion is 0. I needed 2.
Stop that. Now. Fool. Take what I want from your raw corpse, will my men.
Your men?
Your death is beneath my notice. Rise and be worthy.
Well, this is a concern. can I just read this quest before doing anything? Thanks. A curse is corrupting the stone circle. We need a way to dispel it in order to reach the chest. When the barrier dropped, a finely dressed undead lunged out of the chest. We fought with Sek Zapor, but the captain summoned a skeletal crew to distract us while he made his escape. Or the captain left with a warning. Sek Zapor. Let's see here. Was I making idle threats? Oh, no, I do in fact have it. Well, let's, I may well reset because I'm not sure this is actually the way that I wanted to go, but, let's try using, his soul jar.
I can't use this now.
Well, we're gonna try it this way instead. Hey, Prince. Prince, I've got a favor to ask. If you would just step over here a little. Yes, thank you. And yeah, take this.
The soul jar pulses with trapped life force.
Open that jar.
When you touch the glass, your vision wavers. You emerge on the prow of a fine ship. Your armor pulses with enchantment, dominating those who draw near. Your flag flies for Brachus Rex, a tyrant who traded for your soul. With his power, your flesh and blood is no longer relevant. The vision fades as the soul thrashes, trying to sever your connection.
Chase the soul into the darkness until you catch it. The light is where this soul belongs. Heard it there. Number 2.
To be soulless is a horrible, empty fate. You seek out Brachus's vault, but the moment you reach the soul jar, he ensnares you. Thus imprisoned, you can only dream about what is out of reach. Your soul, and that alluring armor. The vision shatters as the soul squirms away from you, curling up in the bottom of the jar.
Gurki, hello, good evening. Welcome back to the stream.
The soul jar pulses with trapped life force.
Thank you very much for the bit cheer. Much appreciated, Gurki. I do believe you activated the spam bot. I do have a limit of 12 or less emotes per message, so do watch how many emotes you use at once there. Shatter it?
What remains of the outraged soul molds itself into a defiant skull, glowering at you before it vanishes.
Huh, how very strange. It's supposed to be 12 or less.
Snake! Worm!
And yet the crew is still here. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't like any of this. Okay guys, I'm leaving. Bye. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen. Back to my road trip.
Float.
Alright, well, thank you for the stop and for the bits, Gurky. That's much appreciated. Excuse me? You are attacking my squirrel? They're attacking where they thought I was because my squirrel was there? Is that how is that what I'm seeing? Well, that all definitely did not go the way that I wanted it. Well, unless the captain's body is right around where the boys are. And I don't think it is. No, wherever he is... there's gotta be a better way of doing this. Okay, well, for the time being, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go back to before I popped the curse off that chest. I have to think about what to do about that. Like, options. I could break the soul jar before opening the chest. I could open the chest and while I'm in conversation with the dude, break the soul jar. I could go through the combat, but I'm not really sure I want to do that because, yeah. Oh, that's the cave over there. Okay. Now, where were those vines to get back up the cliff? I have misplaced them. There they are. So many options. Hello, boys. I'm back. Did you miss me? Okay. I'm just having a poke around the outside of the maze here. Because you never know. Like there might be a human skeleton around here. Smudged pants. Nothing special, just the everyday clothes of a regular citizen. Alright, off to the prince. Oh, and another crumbling skull. Excellent. I will take that. I'm not sure how many I need to get over to the area with the burning scholar dude. But that is a problem for future Foxwine. current Foxwine has entirely other problems.
Your inmates have long awaited your return, Your Highness.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I don't suppose you opened all the doors. Nope. No, you did not. Oh well. Oh yes, I should remove Bless and put Adrenaline back on. Not that I use it very often, but I want to have it in case I do want it. Also, hey, inmates. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to Captain Zek, but Tamsin, Gwick, and Rask, y'all are leaving my inventory. And we'll send the shells and such to the Red Prince because I use them as sail bait. There. Okay. Hey, where's everybody going? Really? Dang, okay. Talk about the long way around. Okay, that was that box. This one is empty. Oh, this one has Rhymes of the Scribes. Okay, read that. I can deduct one recipe from this book, but this reads more like a puzzle than a recipe. I will have to experiment with what I can learn from these rhymes. Creepy dead magic requires one shadow, and ghoulish ingredients skulls and bone marrow. With parchment and paper you then can compose malevolent magic and sinister scrolls. Okay, send that to the Red Prince now that I've read it. Okay, anything else? Any more barrels or bobulations or... Nope, okay. Back to the stairs, everybody. I didn't realize that was going to be a field trip or I would have made it when I was over here. It has been a long time since I did the Starter Island, as y'all can probably tell by this point. Okay. Prince? Well, Ifan is closer. Alright, Ifan. There you go. In we go. Welcome to the tower. We've got fun and games. Now, we're going to step over here just for the moment. Beast, I desire you to separate from the party. And I want you to just hang out here and be unobserved. I believe in your ability to do this.
Court eunuch to speak only truth and be admitted pleasing facts.
All right.
Yes, you did.
As you enter the room, you see 3 skeletons sitting around a table, cards in hand. They creak and turn to stare at you.
Hi.
Beating heart. Does Brackus need us once more, jailer? Are we finally to be freed?
Insist that you're no jailer. You've nothing to do with their imprisonment. Lie and say you are indeed their jailer, here to check on your prisoners. Well, if things go bad, I have set myself up. I have nothing to do with your imprisonment.
You're not one of Brackus's brood. You're not Gratiana's pet. Then why do you disturb us?
Oh, I don't know. Looting, adventuring, killing undead.
The flesh yearns for our secrets. Did I not say that word would spread like genius?
Aren't y'all just a ray of sunshine?
Even after the maggots took your tongue, you still talk too much. Silence your jaw.
Gratiana, do they mean the priestess that you met in the sanctuary? Assure them that you have no interest in their secrets, but you'd like to know why they're here. Ask the lizard what he's talking about. Or Mystic, observe that they've been here for far too long. What holds them to this place? I would love to know why you're here. I don't care about the other secrets, but surely you can tell me why you're here.
Our sins are legion, beautiful, but they didn't land us in this dungeon. No. We were fool enough to do the right thing and try to stop the madness of Brackus Rex.
We will note for the record that she's got a giant hole in her skull.
And sloppy enough that his concubine found out. If not for the harlot Gratiana, all would have gone to plan and we would have flesh on our bones today.
No, you'd probably be dead now. Do you have any idea how long it's been? It appears that you've been conscious for the whole thing.
They flayed us, killed us, and then brought us back. And the magic of the soul jars bind us here.
Ask if there's any way to free them from their curse, or take your leave. Is there any way to free you?
Destroying the soul jars that bind us here. There is no other way.
Huh. Well...
But beware. They are found in a distant treasure vault, guarded by traps of a cunning not seen by your babe's eyes, and...
By the horns of Balmorith you design one reasonable trap and won't shut up about it for centuries.
And thine were better. Couldst thou have brought forth such cunning use of light?
Oh, darling.
Oh, mine did not constantly disintegrate the labourers building them.
Well, that would be a plus, yes.
The fault was in thine zombies. The worms in your skull follow instruction better than they.
Wait, Brackus hid their souls in a vault guarded by traps which they designed? Or tell them to stop. If they'd worked together instead of arguing, they might have escaped by now. No. Let's chase down that first one. He hid their souls in the vault that you designed.
Bit of a joker, that man. We design a vault of brilliant cunning and he hides our soul jars in it. As for us, we get a tower with gargoyles, tough walls, and a tougher lock.
Ah, I see.
We have spent centuries trying to escape this tower, but our power was too weak. There was no hope of freedom.
Well, about your soul jars, the fact that you are not attacking me means that I am very likely to, help.
At least until your gorgeous self opened the door. Now we just need the source from your pretty little corpse, and then we're free.
Tell them to wait. Maybe you can talk about this? A strength persuasion, flash an intimidating smile. If they think Brackus was bad, they should see your curses. Or treacherous undead, draw your weapon and defend yourself. Can we talk about this?
For 1,000 years, I've had to listen to prattle. No, it's time to act.
Oh, is it now? Well, darlings, it's been fun, it's been grand, it's been great. But it's time to end. Alright, Beast. Smashy smashy time. Alright.
The soul jar stands on its plinth, glowing softly. From within, you can almost hear the whisper of a voice.
Uh-huh. Lay your hand on this. I don't remember which jar I have. I think it might be Tamsin.
You see, or rather, you feel, a far-off land. Frozen breath hangs in the air. Pine needles brush your cheeks, and in your arms you can feel a weight. A body, dead. But you have hope. Your vision swims. You're older, but perhaps not wiser. You march at the head of a shambling host, the enemies of Brachus Rex melting before you.
Uh-huh.
The scene twists again. Now Brachus stands before you, a beautiful woman at his side. You lash out in treasonous rage, but cold arms bind you. You're sealed away in a tower. Your screams fill the darkness.
Yeah.
You feel a jolt and open your eyes to see the soul jar before you, lying still in the vault. Your hand falls from the jar and grips the pillar as you try to calm your ragged breathing.
It's interesting that this is happening now as if I'd communed with the jars while I was there rather than now. Alright, so I can smash it to pieces, absorb the soul, or leave it alone. Smashy smashy!
A human spirit slips from the ruins of the jar. Decked in necromancer robes, she turns to you, bows, and starts to fade away to nothing.
Bye!
Eternal thanks, young one. Oh, tiny death.
Well, that was that one. Alright, Beast. Gwick's jar is the next one in line.
This jar glitters and glows. From within you think you can make out the distant sound of laughter.
Lay hands.
With a jerk, your mind is pulled to a scene in a tavern. You see a dwarf in the center of the room, joking us all around roar with laughter. All bar the zombies, who are slavishly serving food and drink.
Uh-huh.
The door opens, and a tall, beautiful woman stalks into the room. She's flanked by heavily armed guards. You can't make out her words, but see the fear in the dwarf's eyes.
Okay.
The dwarf mutters a word, and the undead lurch towards the intruder, but are cut down like wheat. The dwarf tries to run, pushing her friends into the woman's path, but is grabbed before she can escape. As she's dragged away to a tower, you hear her cursing Brachus Rex and his whore. Even when she's thrown inside and the door sealed, you can still hear her shouts.
Uh-huh.
You pull your hand away from the jar, your head swimming. You can feel the dwarf's cold terror still twisting in your gut.
Alright, it's smashing time.
The jar shatters like glass, but a spirit rises from the shards like smoke. The ghost of a dwarf, bedecked in necromancer robes, winks and blows you a kiss before slowly fading to nothing.
Beautiful. Thank you. My death waits.
Well, that's the dwarf. Hey, have you noticed that your friends are missing yet? Alright, one more. Rask, hello.
The pictograms on the jar stand fixed and still.
Interesting. That was Rask's jar, right? Huh. I wonder why his is like that. Oh, I already communed with his. That's it. All right. Smash.
You see a shape emerge from the ruins of the broken jar. A lizard in the finest necromancer robes. It grudgingly nods at you as it starts to fade from the mortal realm.
Flesh.
that was a fun combat, wasn't it?
The vision fades.
I can do little but condemn that necromancer's cowardice and greed. Any sins can be forgiven under the right circumstances. I guess I'll condemn.
She must have been acting against Brachus Rex for him to have come for her like that.
That is true.
Keeping the dead as slaves. What a disgusting display. She deserved every punishment she got.
Okay, that's a POV.
You locked in a tower was more kindness than any necromancer deserves.
Huh. Some interesting feelings about necromancers in this lot. Alright, Rask. Nothing. Tamsin? Ooh, a filthy iron key. A large ancient key made of sturdy iron. Over time it is becoming crusted with filth, but surely its usefulness remains. Sure, I'll take that. And Gwick. Also empty. 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 Like, I could have done the combat, but frankly, smashing the soul jars is easier, and I think it might even be worth more XP. Oh, what do we have here? A magical combat dagger. Oh man, look at that difference in damage. Wow. Well, I will definitely be taking that. Thank you, Ifan. Let's see here. Chastity sets bleeding. Abstinence sets silenced. Silenced is better? I'd rather have both, but... Okay, more damage is mine. Ifan is so good to me. The reverse harem kicks all the ass, is what I'm saying. And gives me presents. Okay, speaking of, let's save. Yes. Alright, send that to the prince. I think all these skeletons might be around to tell me to watch out. Send that to the prince. Hello?
Among the long crumbled remains of the temple that must have once sheltered his shrine, the stone effigy of a god seems to invite you to put your hands in his.
Interesting. Okay, I don't have the key for that one. That's a lot. That is a lot of a lot. Okay. All right. That was my mistake, definitely. Well, that was certainly fun. Did I? Oh, no, I did not actually kill Sir Laura with that. Alright. I can forgive myself. Okay, so... this doorway goes in here. Well, I will take the mushroom. Oh, I remember. Empty, empty, empty. Ooh, lucky charm. Intelligence pants. With leadership. A shell that I will send to the prince. That. Okay, well, let's, Beast. Okay, these are 2 points better in magic armor than what Beast has on. But in the secondary stats, significantly worse. Okay then. Off to the prince. Okay.
You approach a decrepit well and stare down into its toothless black mouth. No sooner has your head crossed the rim than weak voices begin to echo from the depths.
Yeah, hi down there. Hello, how are ya?
Thirst, dry throats, drink, water.
Does anybody have rain instead of blood rain? just a question. Beast. Oh, wait, wrong button. All right.
The well is now filled to the brim with fresh, cool water, but what it has brought to the surface quickly evaporates any wish you may have had to quench your own thirst.
If I'd wanted to, I have so many drinkables.
You see the tangled remains of 3 corpses, a mixed mass of bones and skin, from which 3 skulls protrude. They address you in unison, their voices a drone-like blend.
Hi.
We thank you for water. We bless you for water. We thank you for the end of torment.
Say that it was your pleasure. True thirst is a horror. Ask them who their tormentor was, as if I don't know. Tell them you'd like to know who it was you saved, of sorts. My pleasure. Thirst is a horror.
A horror, yes. To die of thirst forever.
is it I have saved?
Are the brothers of Baladur, truth speakers, wish granters, dream readers.
Interesting.
3 brothers, 3 sages, thrice cursed.
Ask if they can read your fortune. Wonder why they were cursed. What? Curse? Question mark?
The king, we displease demand Bracchus Rex. The truth we spoke, his fortune told, no divinity would he be.
No, somebody that evil can't be divine.
So he entangled our bodies and cursed our throats, smoked the truth speaking through. We thank you for water, we bless you for water, we ask you for fare.
Ask what the fare is they're asking for, or take your leave. What's the fare?
The fare, the toll, the levy. The people of Baladur must be buried with coin. Coin for the pathkeeper that leads the dead to the kingdom beyond.
Ah. Boatman still charges, I see.
Spare us coin. Grant us coin. The more you pay, the further the pathkeeper takes us.
Say you're ready to pay their fare. Ask what they will give you in return. Opt not to proceed with their request right now. Now, I do have a fair amount of money and quite a bit of sailbait besides, so I will be going along with this. So we'll see. Alright, I'll pay your fare.
Sweet Savior, friend of death and fiend of life, how much will you give?
Say you can spare a small amount of 15 coin. Tell them you have more than enough to keep the Pathkeeper pleased for 80. Or be generous and say their afterlife is worth a Mad King's ransom of 150 coin. Which, you know, there are 3 of them, even though they are very conjoined at the moment. So 150 divided amongst the 3 of them is, you know, that's 50 coin each. That should get them all the way, right? My generosity is forever.
We thank you again. We bless you again. The wealth of the depths is yours.
Yeah, I'm just the nicest person. I am the nicest person ever born.
Pathkeeper, keep us. Pathkeeper, guide us. To the long-awaited kingdom we will go.
Yep.
Laden with a burden of the coin you gave them, the brothers of Baladur sink back to the bottom of the well. Whether they will find their kingdom or languish in the dark, wet depths forever, you cannot foretell.
Yeah, well, I've done a good thing and I got loot for it. Let's see here. The Steady Strap, 18 physical armor with 1 leadership, 24 HP, and a 4% critical chance. Now, I kind of want the critical chance for myself. Is it worth giving up the 2 initiative? I think it is. So, I might not get the first turn in combat anymore, which is a pity, but okay. We will give the prince the belt for the gifted because that gives him the 2 initiative plus an extra 20 HP. Which leaves us with the belt. No, wait. Beast has the memory belt on. He's going to be stuck with that forever. And Ifan's belt is better than this one, despite the lack of initiative, so okay. That's a nice belt. I like it. Oh, right, and Beast, we are switching you back to Blood Rain. Okay, I've done some very good deeds today. I've freed slaves and uncursed people and freed some more slaves. And oh, a rat. Stand. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Here, rat. There it is.
You don't look lost at all.
Ask the rat if he's being sarcastic, or take your leave. Are you being sarcastic?
Sarcastic me? Not at all. I'd never be sarcastic me. Oh no, not in the least.
Ratus perfidus, by the way. Tell the rat he still sounds sarcastic. Ask the rat what it knows about this place. Take your leave. What do you know about this place, rat?
The rat's eyes widen. I don't know anything about this place, nor do I know anything about a blood rose, or a witch, or some dead people.
Oh, nothing at all, I see. Okay. Ask about this non-existent blood rose. Ask the rat what it doesn't know about this witch, or ask about these so-called dead people. Ask about the non-existent blood rose.
Oh yes, that's right. I'm so going to give you all the information you want, while you do nothing for me.
Presuming it's being sarcastic again, ask the rat what you can do for it. Or whatever, take your leave.
Look, I don't have a problem that means I can't tell the truth, and I don't want you to help me fix it.
Ah.
It makes a face that says, understand?
Ask what may cure this troublesome affliction, or whatever, take your leave of the lying rat. What might cure this?
The rat gives you a grave and meaningful look, inviting you to listen carefully.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the problem is in my head, and further to that, I don't think the problem could be unscrambled by the use of sauce.
Oh, you don't think that. Okay.
I can categorically state that a short, sharp shot with something of a magical persuasion would absolutely not solve my problem immediately. And I do not invite you to look at the subtext in what I just said.
Alright, you say. You'll see what you can do. You don't know what subtext is, or you don't care, bid the rat good day. Or ask the rat if using magic on it wouldn't kill it.
The rat gives you a long stare that tries and fails to say, of course not.
Alright, you say. You'll see what you can do. Tell the rat you can't help it and turn away. Well, I'll see what I can do.
The rat breathes a long sigh of relief, closes its eyes, and steels itself for what's coming.
Ifan, do be a dear and bless that rat. Well, that was a lot of pointlessness. Hello, Key. Lord Ryslow Aldrich the Hasty. Oh, that's nearly as much money as I just gave to the Brothers of Baladur, I believe they said they were. Okay. Let's see what games we can play. Because everybody loves games. That's why I'm playing one right now. Lever. Don't think I want to fool with the lever. Beast. Stand there. Well, that's an interesting experiment. Why don't I try something else? Hup! What a surprise to find a skull in a skull pile. Oh, what have we here? Unidentified chest armor. Oh, my bag is so full. Alright, identify. Ah, strength armor. Constitution and scoundrel. Interesting combo. Hey, Prince, how does this look on you? Well, dang! Alright then. Let's just pull this rune out. And put that rune in. And yeah, put that sucker on. Are you not shiny? Well, the hair will definitely look after themselves, right? Silen Aronson. Now send that to the prince. Tattered blueprint. I will take that. It seems important. Survivor's Guide to Impromptu Fashion. Ooh, crafting book. Empty. 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 Paper and another crafting book. More paper. Interesting. Empty. Ooh, okay. Scroll. Yes, I'm leaving the chest alone for now. Painting of a man. Off to the prince with you. Actually, while I'm at it, let's read the blueprint. Upon this page is drawn a blueprint of a tomb or vault of some sort. Underneath the drawing, words are scribbled seemingly at random. The words illusions and Brachus Rex are circled multiple times, and an arrow points to a particular room. The words soul jars are written along the length of the arrow in tiny letters. Well, a little late on that one. Alright, off to Beast. Read that crafting book. A survivalist manual for adventurers, hunters, and everyone else. Are we not all survivalists? Is filled with the most obvious nonsense. Hidden within, however, is a useful chapter for the casual tailor. You may now make your own clothing if you have what you need. Cool. I learned 4 new recipes. That sounds fun. Send that to the prince. And a brewer's appendix. This book looks old but unread, like an afterthought that was forgotten. The author complains that wizards and warriors write about using elemental essences to create magical scrolls, to enchant arrowheads or create grenades, but how none of them ever promote potions from essences. You take note of one particularly interesting recipe that involves earth essence and is supposed to toughen your skin. You wonder what you could do with other essences, should you find any. I have learned the stone skin potion. Fun. Send that to the Red Prince as well. I'm leaving the chest for last. Empty. 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 Paper. Empty. Another crafting book and another sheet of paper. Okay. Empty. Empty. Another crafting book and a sheet of paper. Empty. And empty. Oh, what have we here? Crafting Bible Part 5. Don't mind if I do. Wait a minute. There was something that flickered there for a moment. Could have sworn I saw another sheet of paper. Not that I need another sheet of paper, but... Oh, you know what? I never actually dug up that secret that I found. All right, what's in the ornate chest? All right, send that to the prince. Unidentified. Not unidentified. Okay. All right.
I heard something. Something seemed to move into place.
Now, I believe that it's not that anything moved in here, but it moved outside. I hope. But yeah, let's return to the boys, because I'm pretty sure I've wrung this room dry. Hey! Look at me not being on fire. More crafting books. And a ring. Whoops. Oh, I went and turned it back on again. Oh well. Don't believe I need to go back there anyway. Ah, okay. Well, the prince definitely has a problem, but... True brew Ferengrite. Ferengrite is known as the hardest, most dense plant in all of Rivellon, but what looks like a useless lump does have some redeeming qualities. Among other things, it's renowned for getting rid of nasty, embarrassing rashes. This book also describes how warriors of old tamed the plant to grant them a healthy life. New recipe for a minor constitution potion. Augmentor. There once was a brilliant inventor who created the herb called Augmentor, but when his wife ate it, her body inflated and suffered a terrible temper. This is a very well-known limerick, after which the inventor tried to change the composition of the plant so that it wouldn't enlarge people anymore. However, it did retain its amplifying capabilities. It's now often used by bartenders to dilute drinks, without actually watering them down. A good brewmaster knows how to make this work with potions, too. Okay. Medium healing potion. Crafting Bible Part 5. This veritable tome of knowledge teaches you a plethora of handy adventuring recipes. 12 new recipes. Okay, and Amaduvier is particularly tough piece of fungus, highly sought after by potion brewers. If you can manage to harvest it, the resulting concoction will grant the drinker skin as thick as Amaduvier itself. Temporarily, of course. Okay. Apparently that was not something new to me. Earth Tongue. The invasive earth tongue mushroom migrated from the isolated peaks of Yuthul Gor and has been slowly crowding out the native mushroom species. However, this badly translated recipe explains how to squeeze it into a potion bottle, insisting this nuisance some redeeming qualities. Speaking of things that are badly translated, oh boy. Apparently I knew that already as well. Okay, identify this chest piece. A fine jacket, a finesse top that's granting intelligence and earth resistance, but it's weaker than mine. Ifan. This is slightly better than yours. Sure, let's switch the water resistance for the earth resistance. And send that to the prince. We are having a weight issue here, I know, but we'll figure it out in a bit. Gold necklace. A point of Aerothurge. Beast, darling, what necklace do you have? Perfect. Take this. And also identify these. Finesse boots with wits, air resistance, and movement. Well, that is slightly better than the boots that I have on. Awesome. Alright, equip. Ifan, what boots are you wearing? Oh boy, Ifan. Today is your day. Here, have new boots. And a ring with Necromancer. That would be either for the prince, who's got good rings already, never mind, or for me. You know what, that's good enough to replace the 15 HP on the lemon ring, I think, because that's 2 points of Necromancer. Anybody could use this ring. You've got good ones. What about you? Well, you don't really need the arrow thirds, do you? Here, have the extra HP and the one more point of magic armor. You. No, I think we're good. I think this is where the cycle stops. Okay, send that to the prince. Alright, and then... Oh, poor princeling. Where is your inventory? How far over are you? 17... Oh, you're 7 over. Oh, you poor thing. Alright, let's find something heavy but cheap. We don't have anything heavy but cheap. I think we're gonna have to give up painting. Some painting in here is too heavy. Whose painting is too heavy? Huh. None of the paintings are individually too heavy. Interesting. Alright. Drop. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Now I can't give him anything else. Well, send me the bowls, I guess. We need to go selling. That's a weird thing to say, but we need to go and sell a bunch of the stuff in the inventory so that Prince will be able to walk. Let's see. Ifan, why do you have an oil barrel? Why do so many of you have... I don't understand. Why? Why did both Ifan and Beast have oil barrels? Why did I do that? What was I thinking? Ifan, grab these things that the prince put down, would you? Thank you. Okay, that was very weird. Alright, let's save just to be certain. Because I am coming close to ending time. Well, there's a zombie in here that we're going to try not to let loose. Jar of mind maggots. Teleportation scroll. Legend of the Blood Rose. Phase. Magic of blood. More paper. Crafting Bible part 13. Now I know that somewhere in here there's something I'm looking for. Oh, can I not shoot myself in there? Oh, I can. Hello. Oh, well, that's interesting. It's fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Are you gonna... I mean, this feels unnecessary, but...
I'll yield to none.
Whoops. Oh, this is gonna go on an extra amount of time because I took an accidental step. Can I throw daggers through here? Nope, nope, I cannot. The door is in the way. I really hope that didn't do any damage to my knives. It didn't! Yay! Oh no, this might eventually sting. Well, that was fun. I'll be taking that gold now. I'll send that to the prince. I'll send that to Ifan. Keep the rest for myself. Iron Maiden. Spiky chair. Oh, lockpicks. Duke Stephen Shung Kui. Lady Shelbia Moldena and Sir Buckington. The cat. Worm Tremor Skill Book. Thank you. Don't mind if I do. Send the gold to the prince. Oh, that kind of hurts. It's better than abstinence, but it has none of the special effects, so I'm just gonna send that straight to the prince. Oh, I got cursed. That'll wear off. It'll wear off eventually. Beast, darling, lovely. Oh, this one doesn't have any HP. Oh. Whoops. Well, I don't have the key for that. Is it on the corpse? Nope. What do I have? Besides a bunch of portraits. Handy adventure recipes. Legend of the Blood Rose. Legend tells of the most precious rose, the blood rose, prized by kings and men from ancient times. The blood rose grows only in soil suffused with suffering and fertilized with filth. In the days of Brachus Rex, the rose was grown using methods esoteric and vile, the only methods proven to grow the rare blossom. The perfumer Awanel persuaded Brachus to bury the bones of the tortured dead within a deep cave. He sowed the seeds within their emptied skulls, watered with the tears of the tortured living. In such soil, the blood rose flourished. The scholars say that even today, were you to find this mythical cavern, the roses would grow there still. Well, that they do. Okay. None of that helps. The only thing that could possibly help is if this works. This lock can't be picked, but it used the lockpick anyway to tell me that. I think I know what the answer is supposed to be, but I've already used my source. Alright, beast. I'm gonna take off Blood Rain for the moment. And put Bless on. Ha-ha! Devourer Armor Research Notes. A worn-out piece of paper compiled by Brachus Rex himself, investigating the topic of a rare ancient armor. The Devourer's Claws, which are not the piece that I was looking for, actually. Devourer Armor Set 1 of 5. The Devourer's strength courses through this armor, boosting its level to 20. The wearer may channel a violent frenzy that feeds off the life force of enemies. These heavy gauntlets resemble a dragon's massive claws. Every joint is made of polished bone. Well, okay then. Research notes. Notes on the armor of the Devourer. Crafted in the ancient empire between 400 and 500 AR, but not by the empire, no, to bring a new ruler to their proper ascension. It was forged by a lizard who named herself the Outlaw Empress, exiled from the nobility for the warped turn of her jaw. What petty madness, but I will benefit. There are 5 pieces in total: gauntlets, sabatons, legguards, helmet, and a chestplate. I've recovered the gauntlets, but a strange sensation washes over me when I hold them. A voice calls to me in the dark, burning like... No matter. I uncovered some etchings of the Outlaw Empress's cult. She served as the voice of the dragon. Her cultists used a flaming arrowhead symbol to mark their secret gathering places. I wonder what else they may be hiding. Either way, it seems I would require a fire rune to open the true path. Well, that's very interesting. Okay. Flaming arrowhead symbol for what was the name of that? Outlaw Empress's cult. Outlaw Empress cult. Bracket armor of devourer. And a furthermore note, fire rune to open true path. Also, bracket armor of devourer. Okay, I have made my notes. I'm going to keep these, you know, obviously, but...
The heavy gauntlets are cold to the touch. A prickle travels up the back of your neck, warning that you're being watched.
Oh, great, thanks.
Flickers of memory fill your mind. You long for solitude. The subtle scent of parchment wrinkles your nose. Fresh ink stains your fingertips.
This is very not Beast, we must admit.
The memory vanishes, burned away by heat. Ash falls from the sky as a growling whisper addresses you.
Uh-huh.
I see you. And inside you is the strength I've been looking for.
I don't think that Beast is the right one for this armor, guys. Ask who the voice belongs to. Keep on listening. Demand to know whose memories those were. Try to dispel the vision. Who speaks to me?
Patience. You must prove yourself worthy of such answers.
Oh, this is horrible.
You must find that place of longing in the home of a young scholar. I will draw strength from there to speak again.
Oh, this is going to require notes as well. Okay, so armor of devourer. Find place of longing in home of young scholar. Okay.
As the heat around you fades, the desperate memory returns. It claws at you, trying to take hold, then slips away completely.
I have many concerns. I'm also putting Blood Rain back on. Thank you. Well, that's not exactly what I was looking for in here, but that's very interesting, I will admit. I should bless more things. Admittedly, keeping the source going is a bit of an issue. Rhymes of the Scribes. I can deduct one memory recipe from this book, but this reads more like a puzzle than a recipe. Oh, wait, this is the same one. Alright. There is one thing in this tower in particular that I am looking for. And I just have not actually... Oh, it's gotta be through there. Okay, you know what? We're gonna try and do this tonight before I end the stream. So I will be running a little late. Surprise, surprise! Alright.
The air around the glowing relic thrums with power as the source barrier quietly crackles in the background.
You reach out to touch the relic, take a rock and smash the relic, summon elemental magic against the relic, call up your source powers and focus them on the relic. Turn away and leave. Okay, focus source. Focus source on it. Only one of us has a source point left, and it's gotta be me.
The hum of the relic grows louder, and bright light starts to spill from its runes. Cracks start to spread across the surface, and it shatters like glass.
Boom! I overloaded the lock, guys. And we all leveled up. That is spectacular. Okay, so this is all very messy in here, and it could take a bit. But I think it would be best if we leveled up first. Okay, let's see here. As usual, interesting. Well, I don't actually have a skill that I want to put in, but I have a point for something in here. I could put more points in dual wielding for more damage and dodging. Leadership is all from gear. Aerothurge is all from gear. Necromancer is all from gear. Polymorph, I could put a point in polymorph and that way get an extra attribute point to spend. It's a possibility. I could put a point in scoundrel for a critical multiplier and movement speed. Or I could put it somewhere else entirely that I haven't put it before. But I think it's either polymorph or scoundrel for this. What books am I hauling around with me, actually? Let's see. Worm Tremor, Peace of Mind, Searing Daggers, Bloodsucker, Infect, Bullhorns, Enrage, Battle Stomp, Bleed Fire. And that's all the books that I have on me right now. I mean, that point in polymorph does sound good. Decisions. Well, let's see. Finesse gives me more damage with my finesse weapons and skills. And Wits gives me critical chance and also detection of traps and treasures and all that sort of stuff. So, you know what? I'm going to put a point in polymorph, which will give me an attribute point, so I can put a point in Wits, and I can put the other 2 points in Finesse. I think. And I also have, oh boy, I have the ability to choose a talent. I could go with Ambidextrous, reducing the cost of using grenades and scrolls by 1 AP when your offhand is free. Whoops, not this character. Arrow recovery, 33% to, no, that's not me. That's more Efon's thing. Bigger and better. Grants you 2 attribute points to spend. Comeback Kid. Once per combat, if an enemy lands a fatal blow, Comeback Kid will help you bounce back to life with 20% health. I mean, Duck Duck Goose lets you evade attacks of opportunity. Ooh, that's tempting. Elemental Affinity lowers the action point cost of spells. When standing in a surface of the element, woohoo! Elemental Ranger, shooting arrows will inflict bonus elemental damage depending on the surface your target is standing in. Escapist allows you to flee combat even when enemies are right next to you. Far Out Man increases the range of skills and scrolls. Double the effect of food and potions. Not Glass Cannon. Gorilla. When sneaking, Gorilla increases attack damage by 40%, also reduces the cost of entering sneak mode by 1 AP. Now the cost of entering sneak mode does not generally affect me because I do not attempt to sneak in combat. Hothead. When you're at maximum vitality, Hothead grants you an extra 10% critical chance. Living Armor adds 35% of all healing you receive by skills or consumables to magic armor. Lone Wolf, not with this. Mnemonic, 3 extra points in memory. Morning Person, when resurrected, you resurrect to full health. I don't want to be resurrected that often. Parrymaster gives you 10% dodging while dual wielding. Yes, 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 we're taking Parrymaster. Forget the others, we're taking Parrymaster this time. Okay, that's me. Onwards to the prince. And we can take the point in warfare to increase all physical damage, or in single-handed to increase damage and accuracy by 5%. Excuse me, I'm not sure what my voice just did there. Or I could take another point in Necromancer for more healing when I hit on hit points. You know, it's such a difficult decision between Warfare and Necromancer. You know what? I'm going to take the point in Necromancer. Okay, so how are we looking hit point wise? 319 points. Huh. Well, I'm definitely going to put a point in strength, if only for the carry. But do I want to take a point of constitution? No, you know what? I took Necromancer because it would heal me. I will take another point of strength this turn. And then, talent. Also continuing to be difficult. We could go with Executioner, which gives 2 extra action points after dealing a killing blow. Definitely a possibility. That's a pretty good one, actually. We could go for Leech, which allows me to heal while standing in blood and means that I won't have to take the Bloodsucker ability. Which, well, means that Prince wouldn't have to take the Bloodsucker ability. Savage Sortilege. All magical skills critical chance equal to your... No. Torturer. Certain statuses caused by you are no longer blocked by magical or physical armor, and their duration is extended by 1 turn. Burning, poisoned, bleeding, necrofire, acid, suffocating, entangled, death wish, and ruptured tendons are affected by this talent. That is very tempting. Yeah, I think it is either Torturer or Executioner on this one. And you know what? I think I'm going to go with Torturer. Congratulations, Prince. You're a sadist now. Alright, Beast, we're starting with the talents because that's the page that I was on. This is a tricky one. Character with Ice King has an extra 15% water resistance, but takes 15% penalty to fire resistance. No, I don't think so. Opportunist? No, not for this character. We could go with Savage Sortilege, but that's... He's not a combo character, that's the problem. He's like purely magical, but with summoning. Slingshot? Extra 5-meter range to grenade? No. Wait, he does already have Far Out Man, so Roto Rush increases recovery and maximum action points by 1 when your health is low. Maybe not. I always have trouble playing Berserker characters because Berserker characters, they get better the lower their health is, but I get more anxious the lower their health is. I mean, we could go with Torturer for him as well, but he does not actually do very much status effect, so it doesn't really work very well. His offhand is not free. Definitely not going Glass Cannon. That one is... I mean, I could go Living Armor, but... Lone Wolf is not good because with this as a party, I would prefer not to run the Morning Person because I'd prefer if they just didn't die. Excuse me. Walk it off. Reduces all status durations by 1 turn, including positive ones. So I don't really love that one. Man, it's so hard to decide. I could give him Mnemonic. Just for the memory, so that he would have a greater variety of things to do, but the thing is, like, he's a summoner, so... it's so hard to decide. Bigger and better is immediately 2 attribute points. You know what? Let's give him Escapist. That way he'll just be able to walk away from people, assuming that I remember that he can do that. I should actually be making notes here. Prince has Torturer. beast has... We're going to go with escapist here. Has escapist. Okay, and... Eventually he's going to need to have an extra point in Aerothurge that doesn't come from his equipment. But for now, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's fine. It's all fine. I'm going to put the point in summoning. Whoop. I have... Let's... Yeah, there we go. Now we can see everybody. We're going to put the point in summoning because it makes the summons start beefier. And then over here... He has a memory slot, but he has way more stuff he could be memorizing. Favorable wind. Blinding radiance. Shocking touch, those... Okay, well, he only has one thing right now anyway, so... I'll put this over here. Going to shift things around and put this here. Do I want to give him another point in memory? I'm gonna hold off on the memory point for now. I may regret this in the future, but at some point I will actually get a respec someday. So if I start to regret by that point... yeah, I'm gonna give him a point of intelligence and a point of constitution. And then there's Ifan. This is a very difficult one. Okay, he doesn't have a skill to put in his open memory slot, I don't think. Unless, what Huntsman books do I have? Do I have any? I have none? Do I have none, or did I give them all to him? Nope. Nope, we have Pyro books. Very dangerous Pyro books, but no... Huntsman books. Okay. You know what? Let's go over here first. I can put another point in pyrokinetic, but I don't actually have him doing very much fire damage. I do have the searing daggers, but or I could put it in Huntsman for more damage when attacking from on high, or just in ranged for more damage in general. But yeah, it's Pyro, Huntsman, or ranged, I believe, for this, for Ifan here. But which one? You know, Huntsman 5 is fine. I'm gonna take the point in ranged. Let's see, he already has Arrow Recovery, Elemental Ranger, Igneous, and Thrifty. I should actually... No, I'm just... Demon? A character with Demon has an extra 15% fire resistance, but takes a 15% penalty to water resistance. Uh-huh. Nah. There is Duck Duck Goose, allowing you to evade attacks of opportunity. And you know, that's very tempting. Although there's also Far Out Man, increases the range of skills and scrolls. Does not affect melee and touch range skills. So does that actually affect the crossbow? Does Far Out Man affect shooting or just spells? That is the question. I don't know. Also, I thought that Ifan already had Pet Pal. That's why I've been using him to talk to so many of the creatures. I guess I was wrong. I don't think that Far Out Man actually affects the crossbow. Because just shooting is just... Okay, you know what? We're gonna take Duck Duck Goose. We're gonna take Duck Duck Goose because it's a very ranger thing to do. Alright, so now I make the note. Ifan can possibly dodge opportunity attacks. There. Okay. It means he can't or shouldn't take Escapist later, because that'll be a waste. But, you know. Alright. Been doing pretty well so far. Let's see here. Well, definitely a point in finesse. That's his main thing. The question is, both points in finesse or one in finesse and one in wits? You know what? I'm going to put them both in finesse. Okay. That is the very long level up process taken care of. And I'm now going to save so that I never have to do it again. Oh, interesting. Okay, send that to the Red Prince. Chain lightning. Oh, someday that will make Beast very happy. Here you go, Beast. Okay, well, it's time to cause problems. I can't remember which one is which, so, Beast, you stand over here and turn that off, please. And Ifan, you stand over here and turn that off. I'm gonna turn this one off, and this one, and this one. I'm going to stand here. Prince, you're up. Empty. Okay. Switch places. Oh yeah, that's the one. I don't remember who was carrying these. Was it Ifan or Beast? I think it was Ifan. I'll send him to Ifan. Yeah, that was why I turned off the braziers. I was fairly certain something like that was going to happen. I remembered something like that happening. Last thing you want is for the fireball to cause, the poison to cause a giant fireball because the braziers have still been lit. Face, 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 face. Ooh, Stardust herb. Nice. Okay. Ooh. Good stuff. Alright. Fire arrow to Ifan. Money to the prince. Ooh, mend metal. That also goes to the prince. We will deal with that problem later. Take the rest. Send that to the prince. Send the knockdown arrow to Ifan. Send the money to the prince. You know, I seem to remember being attacked in here before. Did I not trigger it somehow? I mean, I'm not complaining, but I'm also like, where's the other shoe? Alright, Prince, do you have enough Geomancer? You do. Here. Learn this very important and helpful skill. And then we're going to do this and this along here, like this, and bam. Mend metal, such a useful skill. Okay, and who had the tyrant set? Not Beast. Who was carrying the tyrant set? Okay, so Ifan has the gloves, but where's the rest of it? Oh, wait, I didn't look far enough. Beast has it all. Now, let's see here. What item do I have equipped that is giving me the 1 point of strength? That's the question. That is a question. Where... Okay, Where? Oh, the top. Okay, I can't actually equip this armor yet because I don't have enough strength. I'm not actually sure that I would be the right one to be equipping this armor. Possibly the prince should be wearing it. Oh, then again, maybe not. Well, I have the full tyrant set. Somebody should wear it. But who? Oh, this privilege is something that I'm not actually doing. Interesting. Well, I have the full set. I feel like I should equip it now that I have the full set, but I really don't know who should have it. And I already spent the points, so it's not like I can be like, oh, I'll just take a point of strength and then we'll go to town. I may not have thought this through. But none of us have died getting the the whole tyrant set. So that's pretty awesome. And it also means that I believe we are finished with this tower. Admittedly, there is still stuff to do here. There are things that must be dealt with outside. So I guess I go back outside since there's nothing in here. Apparently I spoke too soon. There are cards to steal. They each had their own deck? Dang, that's fancy. Weird and fancy. Okay, they must have been playing some very complicated game. Probably something where the rules kept evolving over time. You know, just to keep things interesting over the years and years and years. Okay, we're going outside. I will not end the stream inside the tower. What does this say?
Death awaits beyond this point.
Charming. Okay, so there is the chest to be dealt with. And there's also what's going on in here to deal with, because that's a whole thing of itself. I would prefer to do all that stuff while I'm here. And the 2 skulls that I have are just enough to go through this door. But that's going to be a problem for future Foxwine, because current Foxwine has a whole different set of problems, most of which are what time it is. And there's also this whole thing with the chest, which I have not mucked about with that, and I can't actually muck about with that because none of us have any source at this point. But what I'm gonna do is go to my inventory somewhere and find that bloody soul jar. There it is. I'm gonna write this name down. Captain Sek Zapor. Okay. And I will look it up a little bit, just a little bit, before the next stream at some point. I'm just gonna send this to the prince. It's cheesy and cheap. One-handed axe. Identify. What do we got here? Axes of Evil. Strength, critical chance, cleave damage. An axe ready to be tempered in the blood of your enemies. Off with their heads. Okay, Prince, how do you feel about this axe? Oh, I see. You're feeling pretty good about this axe, huh? Chilled has not been very useful. I would rather have the possible cleave damage. So, let's pull the rune. We're going to pull the rune out of this vicious axe here. And going to put it into... yeah, we're gonna put this extra physical damage into this axe. Man, I love axes. And equip. Nice. Man, look at that difference. I love it. Alright, send that to the prince. Okay, we are looking good. And yes, I do believe that this is where I'm going to call it a night. Because I want to deal with the captain's chest, although I'm going to have to go and get some source and come back for that. Hopefully the gargoyle will continue letting me through as long as I have the ring. And there's also this to be dealt with, this poor historian here. And everything that happens in this room, which is going to be quite something. So, all of that will be dealt with by future Foxwine, because current Foxwine washes her hands of it entirely. That's it. Tappa no backs. So, I will save to make sure that I've got everything. I will try to decide whether or not to put a point in strength so that I can equip the tyrant gear on my own character. Obviously, that's not going to happen until the next level up, which is a real question mark because the tyrant stuff's going to be left behind sooner or later. But once again, that's a problem for future Foxwine. Current Foxwine is just really happy to have gotten the full set. That's cool. And also, I do want somebody to equip it because there's some stuff. Wait, I already saved. What am I doing? Okay, so this is where I'm going to be calling it a night, and next week I will hopefully have an idea of what to do about the captain. And even if I don't have an idea about what to do with the captain, I will know what to do with that poor flaming historian. Or at least I have plans for the poor flaming historian. But yeah, if y'all are interested in my previous adventures in Divinity this past November, you can find that on my YouTube channel, which I've just had my bot linked to in the chat. There is a playlist there for Divinity Original Sin 2, so you can catch up on everything that I've been up to and how I've been going about things and just how many spoilers I'm running around this game with because I've started it as many times, except that the brain is a funny place and it's been a while since I've been at the first island. So, you know, stuff is not always going as planned, as shown by tonight, no less. But, you know, there's all sorts of hours worth of entertainment over there in the playlist for you, and in the other playlists as well, because anything I've played twice or more, well, there's a playlist for it. So, you know, you can keep yourself occupied with that for many, many hours, which is a good thing because I will be streaming again on Sunday night. And so you have a few days to fill up with my own voice and everything that I get up to in my games. On Sunday night, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be playing Baldur's Gate 2, which is the reason why I'm playing Divinity Original Sin 2. I do not want to play I do not want to play Baldur's Gate 3 until I finish 2. So, I will be continuing to try and work on 2 on this upcoming Sunday, where I will be journeying through the Underdark to try to hunt down the guy who's stolen my soul. It's a whole thing. You know, guys usually steal people's hearts, but this one decided to go for my soul and my divinity instead, and I want them back because I'm gonna die. Or my party will die. Or both. Probably both. So I will be continuing to attempt to hunt down the guy who stole my soul in Baldur's Gate 2 on Sunday. And then on Monday night, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be playing City Skylines for Management Monday. I'll be continuing my work on the city of Vintberg and getting it all leveled up to maximum and getting everything else leveled up to maximum and getting a monument into place because I don't consider the cities done until they have a monument. So that is the end goal for City Skylines, and we'll see what I have to do to get there. So that's the plan. Then, on Wednesday night, starting at as close to 7 p.m. as we can get enough people together to form a room, I'll be playing either Among Us, or Scribble It, or hopefully both with my friends. Scribble It is the game that we play when Among Us, we don't quite have enough people for Among Us. It's kind of a Pictionary style game where one person draws and everyone else tries to guess what the heck that person is drawing. And we all have a grand time because while some of us can draw, absolutely none of us can spell. It's a group that got together because we all write together, and yet not a single one of us can spell. And none of us spell consistently because some of us know some words and others don't know others. And it gets quite chaotic by a couple of rounds in. It's definitely something to tune in for. And then, somewhere around 10:15 or 10:20 or so, when my friends have to leave because they need to be up in the morning for their day jobs, I switch over to my solo Valheim server where I crash around and try not to die too much, and hopefully someday make it out of the swamp, which is kind of the plan for this upcoming Wednesday, where I will be continuing to prepare the area around the altar for Bone Mass, the boss of the swamp, so that I can fight him and then not have to go to the swamp anymore. Wouldn't that be awesome? I would love to not have to go to the swamp anymore. So, in order to not have to go to the swamp anymore, I'm gonna have to go to the swamp some more. So that's coming up this Wednesday. Yay! And then, next Thursday night, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, it will be Divinity Original Sin 2 for Try Not to Die Thursday, once again. And I will be dealing with the other things here at the tower, although one of them I'm definitely going to need some source, so I'm going to have to go and come back again, which will be great. But I'll deal with that as it comes and as the time comes and all of that glorious stuff. So I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It will be figured. Figuring will happen. So that is the plan for the upcoming week. That's all the games that I'm going to be playing and everything I plan to do in those games, as much as I plan anything. And even when I don't plan, I still have fun. And I have fun when I plan too, and even when I stick to the plan. Gasp. I never stick to the plan. Why do I say that? I would have fun if I stuck to the plan, but I never stick to the plan and I still have fun. And I did have fun tonight, and I hope that all of you had at least as much fun as I did. And I hope that you all have a great night and a great weekend. Good night.